I had to share it don't have to be for a multitude, just okay. I was riding down 270. I do this a lot. I won't tell the place and the time. And I was crying. I wanted my daughter's dad to be a part of her. So bad. I used to cry. I used to manipulate myself, because self-deception is the worst deception that you can have.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not only the guy that manipulates. We manipulate ourselves as women because we want to fill the void that only God can. Only He can fill. So I would, call him. Even if he's sitting there in my face, I was all right. It felt like he was being a dad to her. That's manipulation. That's self-deception. So I was riding. I was, getting tired. God, at that point, delivered me in 2010. That's when came back. Did the same thing, act like we want to see her for the first time in her life. I was excited, like God done moved, and and came and left. So I'm calling, I'm crying, just love her, just this, just that. But when I got in that car and I started driving, I heard, it just felt like it just came shot through my ear. Stop fighting for trouble. And I'm like, what does that mean? Stop fighting for trouble, because if I release him, your life will be turned upside down. It will be turned upside down. So I called my friend and I told her, I just heard stop fighting for trouble. Stop fighting for trouble, because if God released those people in your life will be in trouble. Flipped upside down. And when I told her, she said, she got on board like, oh, okay, I'm about to, because we used to pray, make this happen, Lord. That's her dad. But God said, stop fighting for trouble. Because sometimes, and this is for me, because I have to watch what I share with other people for them to apply to their life. This was for me. She's better off, not without a male figure or without a father, but without that one, than she would be right. I was praying, but then when I told you I put my hand to the plow and began to move forward, I forgot all about my desire for her.
Could you go in depth of what you call your waiting place?
My waiting place, in your singlehood. In your singlehood, before you, the waiting place, my waiting place is not the way I was telling this young lady, where I was single and not free. I didn't tap into my waiting place yet. The waiting place is almost like I can see a garden of flowers. It's delicate. It's almost like you have to nurture that place. You can't let it lie dormant and let your flowers die off and your mind just drift back to the past. Because as you notice, even what you said in your testimony, you were so used to going back. It's very easy to go back when you're moving forward without being in the waiting place. It's something that keeps you, I can see a bed of flowers. I had to take the limits off of God. And I feel free. I'm free.
If I was totally free, I would, and I know God is not asking for perfection, I do know that. But I know for myself, if I was totally free, my mind wouldn't. I can daydream of a song. That's why I know I probably need to write a play or something. I need to write something, because I can just daydream of a song. I'm like, God, I need to come back. Let me get my focus back together.
What you just said was very important. It was crucial. You were saying you can daydream a lot. You spend a lot of time daydreaming. You can put that into your purpose. Sometimes when you're not tapped into your full potential of your purpose, it will have you out looking at the different things that could be. So when I told you I was in the living room and I surrendered my life, He showed me my purpose for it. And when He showed me, I didn't think about it. The desire of a husband came from doing the works of the Lord. Entitled me Queen, because I feel like that's what I am. I had to tap into that though. I never thought about being a queen. I just thought, I'm being up and we about to work this thing on out, But okay, let me see. You took my kindness for weakness. Now I'm too weak to be kind. As of forgiveness, if I seek, I shall find. Oh yes, I think of you. I lust for you as I pull down every imagination that exalts itself against the knowledge of Christ. I need you to pull me through because I can fall into sin again and again and again. I'm free. And who the Son sets free is free. Indeed, I'm human, but I'm saved. Can you see the blood? I'm single and sold out. Oh, I wish you was. So as for me, I have to move along. Because messing with you will be just another sad love song. I'm still a Christian. And I ain't trying to be mean, but instead of being your toy tonight, I choose to be a queen.
Jesus.
What are you doing today? Y'all feel, I want everybody to do it. Shake. We know it's Saturday, but we also know that this is a day of purpose. Amen. And many people have different testimonies. Mine is not the same as yours. Yours is not the same as mine. I'll start by saying I'm 31 years old. My name is Jackie Thompson, formerly Jackie Adams. I am married. However, a lot of times when people think about singles, they don't include married people. But sometimes married people can feel single.
Yes. Ooh.
So, with that being said, God, I was like, okay, I know I'm supposed to share my testimony with them, and, how do you want me to give it? It's biblical and it's natural at the same time. When I met my husband, or he met me, because I wasn't studying him, I'm just being honest, I wasn't thinking about a relationship because I had just gotten out of a relationship. I hadn't had no time to heal. I didn't like being alone. So my thing was, okay, here come another guy, I ain't gotta be alone. So in this whole entire process, from me being single to me being married, I don't have the testimony of I know what it feels like to be alone, because I don't.
Jesus.
My pacifier was a man that I thought could help me do things, support me, pay this, pay that. You name it, I had it. One every day of the week. I was in the clubs. I was hanging out. That's what I was known for. Different guys would network. They knew me. I knew them. And I had the mentality of a guy. They do it, I'ma do it. But I call myself trying to be slicker than them. Waiting is a sacred time. In that waiting process, I learned so much about me. Even before I even surrendered my life to God, I learned so much about me that I had been taken, but I hadn't been delivered from it. Sometimes we waiting and ain't delivered. Sometimes we asking, but ain't surrendered. We have to get to a place as women that we are not looking down on the next marriage, or because you get an invitation to a marriage, you bitter because you feel like they done did everything under the sun and you living righteous and God ain't sent your husband in a position where even right now in your waiting. We thank you, God, that we are worth something. We are worth more silver and gold, oh God. We thank you, oh God. And we bless your name, oh God. And I speak encouragement in this place, oh God. In the mighty name of Jesus, God. And I just pray, Father God, that the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight on today, oh God. And we just ask, oh God, that you loose anybody that feels like they're in bondage. Let a spirit of a breaker, oh God, even when they go home, oh God, let them begin to meditate on the word of God. In the name of Jesus, cleanse every mindset, Father. Every spirit of double-mindedness, Father God. In the mighty name of Jesus, God. Every spirit of contention, Father God. We just thank you, Father God, and we edify your name. We glorify you in this place. We exhort you, oh God. We lift you up, oh God. In the mighty name of Jesus.